Good morning. Kicking off another vlog, cause why not? My iCloud is like, your storage is full. We are not gonna back up anything. And I'm like, you know what? Good, because how much do we have to hold on to, really? What am I doing? My brain, man. I think right now, between it being Shark Week and I'm not feeling 100%. I've had on and off nausea since I went to the concert with my sister, and I thought maybe it was from what I ate. I had some sushi from a food truck there, and then I had 2 adult drinks. They were like different ciders, and I don't know if it was the cider or the sushi, but since then my stomach has felt off. There is a virus going around at work too right now, and it might not even be from the food, because since yesterday Finley has been saying he doesn't feel well, and I didn't even tell him I didn't feel good. So I don't know what's up with that. And then between the concert and the gym, my hamstrings are angry right now. Like, they are not happy with me, and why did I do that? My hamstrings are on fire, and between the nausea, feeling tired from my period, and it being really difficult to stand up. Every time I stand up, I'm over it. I feel like I'm not starting Monday in the best place. But you know what? We're gonna make it. Today I have on my agenda 1 meeting, and then I want to sit down and do a check-in with 2 people from my team. Right now I'm down to 12 people on my team, and I should be able to fit all my check-ins in. I may not have all their data, but I'm gonna check in with them. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you're in better shape than me. I hope you are. Part of me wants peanut butter toast. I don't normally eat peanut butter toast because it's pretty high in calories, but something about that seems like it would be good on my stomach. I don't know. That's Finn's current breakfast, is peanut butter honey toast with his vitamin and his allergy pill, and we give it with water. Good morning. For some reason my eyeballs are blurry this morning, so I'm gonna wear the glasses to give my eyes a chance. Give my eyes a chance. Gosh, I would make a mess. I would. At least I made a mess with cleaning products, so in a way it's like cleaning. So hi, it's Tuesday morning. I just worked for an hour to set up everybody's work day for the day, and yesterday I asked my boss if I could take today off because the state fair is happening. Ryan and I bought cheapo tickets, but they only work Monday through Thursday, and this is our last week. So Ryan is going to help me a little bit this morning with some errands and my coverage, and then we're gonna meet up to go to the fair in a while. So he's helping me with Finn a little bit this morning. He had to go to work this morning too, so we're coming together on this one and making it happen. But we're very excited. I can't remember. I really want to boil some eggs in my pressure cooker, but I can't remember. Do you add a little bit of water? I think you do. And I need my tray. So Saturday, I went to a concert with my sister, and ever since then, I've felt under the weather a little bit, and I overdid my hamstrings, and so my legs have been so stiff. Sunday I couldn't go to the gym. Yesterday I couldn't go to the gym. I'm probably not gonna make it today, which is making me feel terrible because I want to go 5 days a week. I just have to be in my head and say, this is temporary, Raina, you need to heal. And I am feeling better today, but I'm still sore. So hopefully by tomorrow I get my booty back into a gym routine, but right now we're just surviving. I also wanted to talk to and reflect on, I'm getting caught up on my videos, and I realize that there are some videos that I might come off as negative or complaining, and there's a fine line I have of wanting to make sure I'm transparent with you guys, because it's difficult, you know, like being like working, being a mom, and like having all the responsibilities that come along with that on top of a health journey, because that's so much time that you're having to put into yourself, and like managing that and like getting through those emotions, it's stinking hard. And I never want to make something look too easy, because it's not, and it's not realistic. Oh, I thought that egg cracked. It's not realistic to make you guys think that I can just easily lose weight. It's not. And it's also not perfect. Like, I know that I put myself out there for being criticized, right? Like the food choices I'm making, the exercise, my form, my whatever. But at the end of the day, it's working for me. And if it's working for me, then I don't really care what anybody has to say, you know? Like, it's working for me. So nobody has said anything. This is just like reflection of watching my videos. I'm like, man, did I share too much? Or are people gonna want to come away from this channel because, I don't know, I'm just having a minute. I'm coming off as complaining and everything, but it's the reality of it. And I just want to give grace to myself and give grace to anybody else that is going through things right now. And it's okay to like let it off your shoulders and feel, I don't know, just yourself. Be authentic, feel yourself. So on that note though, I am going to try and pivot myself when I'm feeling cranky to getting back into a positive mindset, because it's exhausting feeling cranky. And I really am blessed in so many stupid ways. So anyways, I've got my eggs in a pressure cooker this morning. I'm gonna go to the fair today, and I'm gonna try and take lots of just clips and pictures for my memories. I want to put a junk journal page together of our visit to the fair, and like just write personal thoughts and memories. But I also want to share a little bit of it here on my YouTube, because I don't share a lot of family stuff. So yeah, we're going to the fair today. more than a day post-fair. I'm going to share little clips with you guys. I think I would have already at this point. It was super fun. I did my weigh-in this morning and I'm at, what was it, 173.8, and I was 174.2. So it's still a loss, baby. It is still a loss. And I'm happy because it makes sense. Number one, I ate out Thursday and we went over calories. Saturday, I went to a concert with my sister. And even though I ate well, I still had a couple of drinks, and that impacts you, right? And then Tuesday, I went to the fair during the day and I ate fair foods, babe. I had the deep fried corn dog. I had a big ol' ice cream cone. I had some bites of some cheesy fries. Oh, I got deep fried mac and cheese. So it all makes sense. And there would have been 2 days I missed going to the gym because Saturday morning I worked out, and then when I went to the concert, I was dancing, I was jumping, because that's what you do when you go to a good concert. And my hamstrings were wrecked. Like, there was no stretching it out. There was no rubbing it out. I was walking around like a 90-year-old lady for a couple of days. But my legs are still not 100%, but they're at like 95. They've been at 95 since yesterday. So hopefully I didn't injure myself. I don't think I did, but sorry, you guys are going to sit here so I can get the laundry out. I just had like an aha moment this morning. So sometimes I feel like my emotions are kind of disassociated, and sometimes I get in my head a little bit about it, like, why am I this way? Am I broken? Because there are times like really sad things happen and I'm just like not in it. Like, I'm not attached to whatever it is, or like somebody shares a concern for me and I logically understand the concern, but I have zero emotion about it. And I think I know why. I thought at first, I'm like, maybe this has to do with like childhood trauma, like abuse that I went through as a child, but I honestly think that's not it. I think what it is that I'm a mom. And if I don't disassociate my emotions, sometimes I feel like I could murder my kids because just the way that they talk to me sometimes, or like they're just simple sass. If I did not disassociate and not care, something would happen, okay? Something would happen. This morning, Finley was having a hard time getting up. And he's like, did I tell you what I wanted for breakfast? And I was like, nope. And he said he wanted a peanut butter and honey toast. Now, mind you, he has had the same breakfast for like 10 days now. It's been his thing. He likes his Pooh Bear toast. As I gave it to him and I left the room, he starts freaking out. And he was like, why didn't you tell me it was gonna be this messy? Dude, it's peanut butter and honey toast. The thing that you've been goobering yourself up with like for days now. But now we're gonna be mad about it? And I made it for you, dude. You could totally have made that for yourself. So stuff like that happens all the time, where like my kids are just in an emotional, unstable place. I understand he's tired right now, so I give him grace, but like, or, you know, just things. I saw something the other day where it's like, is anybody else at the stage of parenting where you tell your kid to put their plate in the sink and their response is, it's a bowl? I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. The other day I shared a picture with Pride because my husband had a before and after picture of him wearing the same golf shirt a year apart, and it is significantly looser on him now. And I'm just really proud of him taking care of himself. And when I shared that picture, one of my friends jokingly reached out and said something along the lines like, what, did he just start drinking water and lose that weight? Actually, why is there no, am I missing it? Where's the nutritional, oh, come on. I guess I'll put them the same. This came in a little baggie, which my husband, I think, threw away. And that had the nutritional facts on it, sir. Per 2 ounces, it's 70. So I'll say ham and turkey is relatively the same. Anyways, they made that comment. I was like, no, like, he's been putting in the work. Like, he's closing his rings and trying to do his best so that he can lose weight. I know the last time he went on a weight loss journey, he kind of plateaued too, and it wasn't as easy as when he was younger. And I think that impacted him as far as, sorry, hold on. Make sure I'm on ounces. Let me turn this around. Why am I reading my scale upside down? Unnecessary. Turn it around, Raina. It's gonna be one of them days where I don't make any sense. Anyways, he has been putting in the work, and I'm very, very, very proud of him. And I feel like women specifically are quick to discredit his hard work by saying it's easy. Now, do I think a man can lose weight easier than women because of our hormones? Absolutely. There's science that backs that. But that doesn't like give us the right to like discredit any work that they may be doing, because you just never know. You don't know what somebody's giving up or what efforts they're putting in to achieve that goal. And men are just as sensitive about their bodies as we are. They may like not talk about it, but they are. And then last night Ryan posted the same picture on his Facebook, and all of his guy friends and stuff have been like super encouraging and saying really nice things like great job, man, or whatever. And then my freaking cousin came in and said something along the lines of him reaping the benefits of me being on a diet. Like he hasn't done anything. And that, I almost said something, but I'm like, you know what? He's gonna probably respond to that in so much better class than me, and maybe it doesn't even bother him, but I just didn't like it. I don't like it. Get a little piece more. Yeah, that's good. So I'm essentially sharing this to just consider that, like, if somebody said that to the opposite gender, like if somebody came up to me after working really hard and said something that made it seem like it was easy, that I didn't have to put in work, it would feel a little stabby. And I don't think that feeling is any different male versus female. And yes, there are some men out there that can simply stop drinking a beer and lose a bunch of weight, but maybe stop drinking that beer isn't simple for him. You know what I mean? Or to, I don't know, just start eating the way that their wife is eating. And that doesn't mean that they're not missing the other things that they were eating before. Like, they're human too. So anyways, it's just on my mind this morning. If you're somebody that's like quick to throw that humor around, think about it. Think about it from a human point of view. It's my point. Came back home because Finley was feeling nauseous at summer camp, and he was frustrated because they asked him, he told them that he puked last night, but he had to for 2 reasons. He should, and the other reason is because when he puked, he broke all these blood vessels around his eyes, so he looks like super freckled right now out of nowhere. But they told him, oh yeah, just let us know if you feel nauseous. And so he did. And the second he did that, they were like, you're going home. So he's home. He's feeling fine. He just feels nauseous. Pretty sure it's from the watermelon that I gave the kids last night because Brody puked too. Pretty dumb. You guys are a little dirty. Hold on. So yeah, he's home. I took a late lunch to get a walk in, and I'm sitting here with $150 worth of a new office theme sitting in my Amazon cart. And I don't know if I'm going to push buy or not. But I'm kind of over like the 80s nostalgia vibe. You're starting to kind of overwhelm me. And I'm in kind of more of a dark, moody mood. Like, think nature and black with floral. It's called like dark boho. I don't know. I feel like that would be really calming and beautiful in my office and make me feel less overwhelmed. So I have like a 3-tiered wooden plant stand, and I've got this funny motivational quote that's got a raccoon on it. It says, it's trash can, not trash cannot. I love it so much. And like a new mouse pad with butterflies on it, and a black and gold wall clock, and I don't even remember what else I put in there. There's like 7 items just sitting in there waiting for me to push buy. I was thinking I could thrift from Goodwill over time, different pieces of art, and do like a gallery wall on the wall behind me. Although I have seen some dark floral, like 3-piece sets that I like, that are already framed and they're big, but they're freaking $90. So I don't know what to do about that, but I might do it. I might push buy. I just got my annual raise. I think I don't get a raise next year because of how, I'm gonna flip you guys, how the bargaining thing worked with the union and all that. There's like specific years you don't get a raise depending on how long you've been there. So next year there is no raise, but it was a pretty good one this year. I was like, I could use that raise towards making my office feel more cozy since I'm in it so much. So I don't know, TBD. I'm out here getting some steps in because I didn't get my full lunch. I took 20 minutes to pick up Finn, bring him home. I was closer to 30. So I just kind of split my lunch, and I'm doing the other half an hour out here getting some steps in. And then, yeah, I gotta go back, start heading back to home, eat a couple boiled eggs, and get back on the computer. I'm trying to wrap up my day. I've got one guy to call. I've got a hearing to put together a packet on and send it off, which I'm kind of confused on what the lady is requesting a hearing for. And then, let's see. There's a report that my boss wants me to pull and do a comparison. So I think I might try to squeeze that in before I leave, depending on if anybody needs anything. I've only been asked for a few things today. It's been kind of quiet, so maybe I can get everything done that I just said. It's Friday night, and guess what? Super cool thing I'm doing. I am trying to turn off stuff because it's loud in here to me. Oh my gosh, no. It's a hot Friday night, and I'm currently in the parking lot of a barber shop while Brody gets his hair cut. I was a little bit rushed. I thought, I'll just do an online order for Taco Bell. That way I can just swoop through, pick up the food, get home. We'll have plenty of time. And the line was into the road. And I was like, oh no. So I went inside, and it was chaotic in there too. And I'm like, well, I'm in here now. So I just stood around, and I was like, this is out of my control. it is what it is. If I must, I will eat in the parking lot of the barber shop, but I didn't need to. I ended up getting home and having like 10 minutes to eat, so it was perfect. But then we get here and Brody's like, my stomach hurts, and then he had a bloody nose. I have no tissue in here. I had napkins. So if you know my teenager, like he battles with anxiety. He's very difficult when like things aren't going right, and so I've learned to not coach him anymore. I just have to let him be quiet, because the more that I say, the more angry he gets. So I find that if I'm quiet, he figures it out. So I have one bloody napkin in here. And if he has a bloody nose in there, he'll figure it out, because that's what will happen. So anyways, getting that done. I asked him if he wanted to go clothes shopping, because I don't want him to get to his school week and be like, I don't have anything to wear. He has purchased like a sweater, a couple pairs of pants, and like 2 t-shirts, but that's it. So I'm like, do you want to go to the store, make sure like you have some plain t-shirts at least, maybe another pair of pants so you don't feel like you've run out of things to wear? And he just looked at me like I was the most annoying person in the world. I'm just trying to help him be like prepared. That kid suffers with being prepared. So anyways, we'll see what we're doing after this. I had a Cantina chicken quesadilla. I removed the chipotle sauce and I doubled the chicken, and then I added purple cabbage, lettuce, pico de gallo. Normally I add jalapenos, but I forgot. But maybe it's good that I didn't, because my stomach still feels a little off from when my kids got sick from the watermelon I bought. I don't know if I told you guys that. So night before last, I think I did. I cut up some watermelon and it made Brody immediately puke. It made Finley puke later, and like ever since watermelon, my stomach has been uneasy. And I'm like, am I gonna poop? Am I going to puke? What's happening? And every time I eat, my stomach kind of feels like it's a little bit upset. And he has that where he just feels a little nauseous after he eats. So, I don't know what we're doing. Makeup on my eye. It's been a long day. I had goals set to meet with all my newer girls, but today was like, nah, no time for that. And I was going to prepare the schedule for Tuesday for my counterpart that's on vacation. Didn't have time for that either. It's just a busy day of questions and figuring things out. This weekend, I'm going to go back to the fair with Ryan's friends tomorrow. And then Sunday, I have no plan, which we love that. Monday is a holiday, so no plan again. Tuesday is Brody's first day of high school. He's a freshman. So I'm going to make sure he's up and ready to go. And while he's at school, I'll take Finley here, the same barber, to get his fancy haircut, because his first day is Wednesday. And then we're back into the school schedule, which I love. I love that it's no longer going to be 5 o'clock and I'm sweating bullets trying to get over to the daycare before 5:30, hoping and praying there's no train. This last week, actually, no, it was Monday, when I went to go get Finn, I blew through a train. Like, I could have stopped. Like, the lights had just started blinking before I got to the train, and I, like, hammered down. I was like, hell no, I am not getting stuck, because that train there can go for, like, 15 minutes. It could just go forever, and I was like, I'm not picking my kid up late, because I can't remember what happens, but it's not good. And I'm not going to have to pay for that anymore. It was like $300 a week. Ugh. Our savings has grown none over the summer. We kept having to borrow from it. It's rude. So anyways, yay school. Yay! And I read that now that Brody's a high schooler, he actually gets a free pass to ride the city buses. So like if his friends are going to the mall, he can like navigate and learn that. Although I am a little bit nervous. There are a lot of houseless people and people mentally unwell out there, and I want to make sure he doesn't interact with any of them. But it's kind of part of life here of like learning to navigate around all sorts of kind of peoples, you know? All sorts of kinds of people. Oh, anyways, yeah, I haven't done any school supply shopping, so we're just gonna pick from what's left on Tuesday with Finley, and then I need to look online and see if there's anything Brody needs for high school. He says he just needs little binders, like that you put in a binder, like a binder and like the little folders, and some paper and good pencils. So I need to make sure that he doesn't need anything else. I asked him if he wanted a locker too. So at the school you can request a locker. Everybody doesn't get one, but you can request one. He's like, I don't want a locker. I'm like, are you sure? Because you don't have to carry around your stuff all day. I don't want a locker. Okay. Whatever. We'll see if he changes his mind. But anyways, that's what's up. Really busy, also not, you know? I got 4 days off. I love that for me. It's Saturday morning. I woke up with my greasy ass hair to go work out. Hello, I am doing better. I knew that when I created my video to honor Chewy, that it was going to be gut-wrenching, and I really felt like I needed to do that just kind of as closure and to acknowledge how much we loved him, and yeah, closure. So yesterday I cried a few more times, and I feel like I still have a few more weeps in me, like something's gonna hit me sideways, but I feel more myself today. I don't feel like I have heaviness on me anymore. So with that being said, I'm going to try and make the best of having this Monday off. I'm going to go into Grocery Outlet and find some dinner making plans. I figured I would just start here and see what they have on sale and then make 3 dinner ideas. Whether it's out of my brain or I see things on sale and I go on my little phone here and see what I can make with it. But doing that today, I want to catch up on all of our laundry today. I want to walk with my freshman to his bus stop as practice today so we can see how long it takes, and he knows where to go. And then what else? Is there anything else? I really need to start painting the cabinet doors for my kitchen, but I don't know if it's gonna fit in today. And I need to start with Halloween decorations for my work because we're doing the Candyland theme, and that's gonna be pretty involved. So anyways, anything else? Tomorrow I have off. The freshman starts his first day of school, and I'm gonna take Finley to a barber to get a fancy haircut for his first day of school. So we'll see what he chooses to do. He sent me a picture and it's like a fade, which at first he was like, Mom, can they put stars in my hair? So I don't know what he's gonna do. But we're gonna do that. And anything else? I don't know. But anyways, I'm just glad to not feel so much heaviness, because oof, people that carry around that heaviness every day, I'm so sorry. I wish that I could lift it for you. I very much wish I could, because good grief, it's a lot.
No. Oh. Bite. Mom, this is advanced.
There you go. Push, push.
There we go. Well, you're bringing back memories of struggles I had learning to ride a bike.
I know. We all begin somewhere.
Yeah.
Not working, Mom. Today, this is gonna be my second, no, actually third ever time riding my bike, but I kind of suck right now because I have bad luck.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, buddy. I feel like I haven't sat down and talked to you guys in a minute, and I don't know where I'm at again in my videos. Today is Friday. Got to work from home today because my buddy's in office, so that's nice. What's going on? I feel back to my normal self. I'm getting back into my routines of going to the gym, and kids are back in school, so I have that home life balance again, and that feels really good. I feel like we have something fun on the horizon coming in October, so that's like lifting my spirits, and I'm getting little pieces in the mail to complete the experience. I haven't said what it is on here because my kids don't know yet, so I don't think either of them watch my stuff, but just in case. I feel like work is crazy, and it has its ups and downs. Yesterday, I was actually in a meeting, and I kind of felt cut off, and that I triggered a high emotion, but like that wasn't my intent. I'm always going to be batting for my team, and you know, saying things that maybe necessarily others don't want to hear, but it's fact. So, I don't know. It's interesting to be a supervisor sometimes, because just things that happen behind doors is just interesting. Oh gosh. What else? What else? My weight is good. Lowest weight now is at 172 point something. And it was really cool going back in old vlogs. I actually might end up watching them and removing the private guard on some of them as I watch them, because now I'm watching them with a different eye when it comes to, you know, what I was sharing with my kids and the experiences and everything. So what I noticed is that I had documented my health off and on in the past several years that I've done YouTube videos, and I can't remember my past weights. Like, I didn't write it down anywhere. It was just, I was living in the moment and stuff. But there are YouTube videos that like captured where I was at different points. And I found a video where it was post having Finley, and I was 169 pounds. And I was like, I didn't realize that I was that low in weight post Finn. I do know that prior to Finn, I was on a weight loss journey, and I had, lost some weight. I just don't remember where I ended up. I thought it was in the 170s, but apparently maybe it was less. I also know that with my pregnancy with Finley, I gained very little because I was already up on my weight. So yeah. What else? I don't know. I don't know if there's much else to say. Have closed my rings on my watch every single day in the month of August. I'm now, the first week into September, and I've still closed all my rings, so I feel really good about that. I don't know. I'm in a good headspace. My house is a mess, and it's just not bothering me right now. Sometimes it does bother me. I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I such a mess? It's because I'm busy prioritizing my health and work and kids. So whatever. Oh, Finley has been learning to ride his bike. He's gotten a good long run in of pedaling and staying balanced. He's done that a couple times, but it's only on one specific patch of our park walkway. We had a park built on our street, and it's amazing. I utilize it so much for walking. I just took my Rosie girl for a walk today, and she absolutely loved it. Finn hasn't been playing at the park as much because really the toys are for smaller kids. He's 9, he's bigger, but he's got a scooter and he's got his bike, and so we've been learning to ride his bike there, and it's been amazing because I don't have to worry about traffic. There's good long stretches, there's turns in the pathways, it's a nice smooth concrete. It's been a blessing. So we're getting there. Of course, I wish that I would have gotten him on a bike sooner. He's 9, but you know what? I should have gone on a health journey sooner. There's no too late. We adjusted his brother's bike to make him fit. And Brody's in high school, and he's adjusting to that. He actually took a roll of quarters from me this morning because they have a vending machine, Mom, and it has all these different drinks in it. And so he wants to, participate in the vending machine adventures. So, yeah, I had a random roll of $10 worth of quarters. I'm thinking maybe I bought it for like a past garage sale, like many moons ago. And it's just been sitting in a shelf because I don't have any ones for him. But anyways, he's adjusting. They're 90-minute classes, so they're a lot longer than he's used to. He has A and B days, so he goes 4 classes this day, 4 classes the next. He's riding a bus to and from school, which is new. But I think overall it's going well. He's been getting up on time and getting himself ready in the morning. And I think there's some elements of excitement to high school. So I'm really hoping that these are his favorite years that he experiences. So, yeah. Is there anything else? My hair is getting long, you guys. Look at that. We're like, I don't know. This is my collarbone. Here. It's long. My goal with my hair is to grow it down to my butt. Like Jacqueline. Like, just grow it. And then I'll probably chop it all off. Like, because that's what I do. But it's been fun having longer hair. I've been loving, like, doing the whole, like, messy top bun situation. especially when I work out, like just throwing it up there. I kind of want to put fun layers in it too, but it needs to be a little bit longer to do that. Yeah, that's what's up. I think I'm gonna pull some numbers for our teams, and then pull some numbers for our teams. I don't know, maybe I'll prioritize like meeting with my staff sooner, because I haven't been able to successfully meet with them this last month, and that sucked. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to pop on here and say hello, and maybe I'll just use this as an end, because I'm pretty sure I have some random video clips doing random stuff. So thank you guys for just, continuing to click on my channel and check in and hear my nonsense. I appreciate you guys for that. And I hope that things are going well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Love always. Bye.